India has kicked off the second phase of its massive immunization program aimed at inoculating 300 million Indians by July-August this year. The second phase is also set to boost the pace that the Indian vaccination process requires in order to reach its 1.3 billion people. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and several members of his cabinet opted for the homegrown Covaxin, which has demonstrated 81% efficacy in preventing the disease in the third round of its clinical trials.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi became the first person to receive the vaccine jab as India widened its immunization program. People above 60 and those above 45 with medical history will be vaccinated in the second phase. Modi, whose diplomatic endeavors during the pandemic have won him global applause, urged others too to get themselves vaccinated. India, which has authorized 2 vaccines, AstraZeneca's Covishield and indigenously developed Covaxin, has already carried out nearly 15 million inoculations, with its first phase covering a larger portion of frontline and healthcare workers. India aims to vaccinate 300 million of its citizens by July-August this year, and the second phase of vaccination drive is expected to cover nearly 270 million people. And after initial doubts and hesitation, a large number of them are turning up at the centers. So much so that the government has increased the number of centers and is mulling to do even more.
लोगों को डरना नहीं चाहिए और ये वैक्सीनेशन ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोगों को अपने आप को लगवाने चाहिए ताकि वो अपने आप को भी सेफ रखें और लोगों की भी सेफ्टी का ध्यान रखें.
While India's 1.3+ billion population has been dubbed as major challenge to its vaccination program, the government has reassured its citizens that there was no shortage of vaccines in the country. It has successfully managed to flatten the curve in almost all states, barring 2, where the situation has been slightly worrying but under control. Meanwhile, India's homegrown COVID-19 vaccine has shown an interim vaccine efficacy of 81% in late-stage clinical trials. The interim analysis was based on 43 recorded cases of COVID-19 in the trial of 25,800 participants conducted in partnership with the Indian government's medical research body.
We just got to know the data, that our efficacy data clearly indicating around the trend indicating around 80.6.
India had approved the vaccine branded Covaxin in January on the basis of promising immunogenicity and safety results demonstrated by the vaccine. India has maintained that it is producing vaccines not only for Indians, but its endeavor has been to strengthen the global fight against the pandemic. Vaccines produced in India are now being used by around 24 countries.
पहिलो चरणमा हामीले उपहार पायौं, दोस्रोमा हामी $4 मा 20 लाख डोज खरिद गर्यौं, जसको 10 लाख आइसकेको छ, 10 लाख अब तुरुन्तै आउने वाला छ. त्यसपछि हामी 50 लाख डोजको खरिद प्रक्रिया अगाडि बढाउन चाहिँ नेगोसिएसनमा को चरणमा छ विभाग कम्पनीसँग. यही क्रममा चाहिँ अब त्यो पूरा भइसकेपछि कोभ्याक्सको पनि आइसकेपछि हामी सहज ढंगले अगाडि बढाउन.
However, the growing Indian demand and its expanding influence hasn't been taken well by all. Cyber intelligence firm Cypherma has reported that a state-backed Chinese hacking group targeted the IT systems of 2 Indian vaccine makers whose coronavirus vaccine shots are being used in the country's immunization campaign. Although being denied by Beijing, the vaccine war is already appearing to be real, where some are constantly working for the benefit of the humanity, while others have clearly prioritized commercial, strategic, and competitive diplomatic interests over the rest.